And I'm gonna just keep. I'm not even gonna send it all at once. I'm gonna just keep popping in. After spending all the way, I'm gonna keep popping in, and sending, keep popping in, and sending. Watch. He gonna get irritated, especially if it ain't going the way he wanted to go.
Hi,
Highlights in the
hi.
okay. So we're only waiting on. We're
Hi, hi,
only waiting
hi.
on. Do you want to hit true up? Somebody gets true.
All right.
Is that steady?
Yeah. Well, it was.
Well, that's my ass hitting it.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, that shit's like I'm not set up for intros. Hello.
Oh, well, we're originizing you
Thank
tonight.
you, those highlights. We appreciate you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Kitty. I just love you.
Right
It
there.
does.
Awesome.
Awesome. Perfect.
Hold on.
That's perfect. Perfect. It's 3D. Yeah, that's awesome. It's Emoji J bring out the entrance again. It's Emoji J bringing out. Now, Kitty's going. Classy had Kitty do it this week. All right, Classy, I'm gonna let you let yourself out the box.
Oh, there's true. True
Everybody's
sex.
here, so change your profile picture. One of the flyers be easier to find you. I can't because I'm on POF. So by me being on POF, I can't change it. But good thing is when they feature it, Chris said they're going to be able to put up the actual picture, so that'll be cool. So then I have it up there, and so that will be easier. Yeah, so that's dope too. We talked about that. All right, Kitty, I guess do your thing. What it do? Welcome to where opinions matter, y'all. Kitty's gonna take us away for a second.
Is that can you see that good enough?
Yeah, that's fine. We lost you. We lost you. Okay.
I'm no professional at this piece.
Okay. It's fine. You gotta get your practice in somewhere, right? And I love and support you, so I'm gonna be here for you.
All right, here we'll go.
Oh, well,
All right.
thank you, Kitty. I'm gonna let you let yourself out of the box. Okay. Welcome everybody to Where Opinions Matter. We pick 6 special guests every week, meaning the trophy family. We pick high level screamer, low level screamer, and non or mid level screamer. And we let them come up with 4 topics over the weekend, and then they come here on Thursday nights because their opinions matter. Everybody opinions matter, right? And they tell us their opinions on them 4 different topics. So this week the women's has to start first. So can we get all the ladies in the box? And Classy, you're gonna have to sub and get in the box for Queen O'Shawn. She's gonna be late. I didn't want to tell you until last minute. Afro,
Oh, wow.
I wasn't gonna tell you till last minute. I already told Queen O'Shawn you was sub for. How we waiting on highlights?
Hey,
Hi.
thank you.
Look how pretty you look.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey.
Good job. All right, thank all y'all for being a special guest for me and the admins and the trophy family and friends. We appreciate all y'all because we respect y'all opinion. So thank y'all. All right, so we got to start with the guys' questions since the ladies is in the box first.
All right.
So I'm gonna just give it to y'all. Straight. Is it possible to be friends with someone who betrayed you? And let's not all speak at once, right? Because nobody's really going to answer the question.
Okay. I'm gonna take it. Okay. So,
I'm gonna mute because I'm hearing an echo.
yeah, I'm
All right.
hearing an echo, too. Okay. So, I feel like, if I'm being honest, like I don't think that. No, I think it would have to be like a very special person for me to look past betrayal, because I feel like once somebody, you know, um, messes it up with me, like it's very hard for me to give you 110% of me. That, and then I'm always going to be questioning it, and it's just going to stress me out, and it's not worth it to me. If you're willing to do that to me, that means I really didn't mean that much to you. So for me, my opinion is no.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go.
Yeah.
Okay. I also agree with classy woman. I say no because, trust is a very fragile thing, and especially when you have somebody that you consider to be a friend. And I just believe that it damages the trust, and it's not that there's no way of coming back because you can be cordial, but I just don't think that you could genuinely just be friends again with that person if they betrayed you.
Okay. I respect that. All right, SSL, what you think?
Absolutely, positively not. And furthermore, it's like reading a book. You read the book, you know how the book ends, and I'm not revisiting that book with you because I know what I got. I know how it's going to end. So I don't want to have to look over my shoulder wondering when the knife's going to come in my back again. And I'm like in the old school thing is like you can have everything, but you have to be of integrity and have your word. And I can need to trust you. If you're not about your word, if you don't have the integrity, it's a no for me all day.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna unmute all three of y'all real fast. So let me ask you this. Does it depend on the type of betrayal? 'Cause for me, I think it depends on the type of betrayal that we'll be talking about. So does it depend on the type of betrayal for y'all or no?
To me, it doesn't depend. The betrayal's betrayal. For me, betrayal's betrayal. It's like a lie is a lie. That's for me.
Yeah, for me, it has to be the same. I could, it's not, a betrayal's a betrayal. You're betraying me. Like, what could possibly explain for you betraying me? I just don't see it. I don't see it. Unless
Okay.
that's it.
Okay. All right, highlights. You got any? It doesn't matter for you either, or what?
I feel like a betrayal is a deep thing. Like it's not something like you just say, oh, okay, that's a little pat on the back, that's a little slap on the hand. You know what I'm saying? Like betrayal is like somehow, some way, you really intentionally did something to kind of, you know, um,
Oh, it was
do
the
me in or
intentionally move.
just so
All
no.
right, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'm gonna let the guys in the box and have their way with the same question. We're gonna see if they think just like y'all or do they think different. Okay. All right.
Oh, let me get down.
All right. Can I get all the special guest guys in the box at this time? We got to get y'all to answer y'all own question, right? It's only right to give the women and the men an insight into y'all own question, right? And the way y'all think. Okay. I'm gonna repeat the question for everybody. So the guys wanted to know, is it possible to still be friends with someone who betrayed you?
Well, I'll start it off then. All right. So I think is what you were saying earlier, D, is that it depends on the type of betrayal. I mean, if it's one of those type of things, like you said, that just is one of those gut wrenching type of things, I think there's levels to everything, right? So depends on the level of it. And I kind of agree with highlights, right? We could probably be cordial, but I don't know if we'll ever get that true friendship type thing back again, right? Like we once had once upon a time. I think it'd just be, like you said, a cordial thing, us passing by in the night saying, what's up? But that's how I feel about it.
Okay, okay, I respect that. I respect that.
All right, I go because I've been betrayed multiple times. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, with my betrayal, I forgive anybody in the world. You know what I'm saying? If God forgives, why can't I? You know what I'm saying? I can forgive a motherfucker, but at the same time, I won't trust you the same. I might forgive you for your past doings, but I'm not gonna give you the same leeway to cross me again. You feel me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So, it,
Classy said that. Facts. I agree with y'all.
you know what
Classy
I'm saying?
said the same.
I can roll with you betraying me. You fucked up. You might have had a fucked up moment in life. You might have had a fucked up situation that had you thinking that this and this, and you might have thought that was the way to go. But you know what I'm saying? That wasn't the way to go. But now that you know that, don't think I'm gonna give you the same energy or the same effort or the same, same vibe that I gave you before after you done fucked me over. You know what I'm saying? We cool, but you ain't gonna fuck me over again. I'm not gonna give you enough leeway to fuck me over again. I'm just
I
gonna let
like
you
that.
let
I like that. I like that.
you know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
I'm
like that.
sorry.
I think I respect that too. No, no, you good. You got the right to speak. This you the special guest, so we want to hear from you. So don't say sorry. You just speak your piece.
There's no
Okay.
cussing, my bad. I apologize.
We appreciate that. Appreciate it. Okay, Mr. Clean, my brother. What do you think about the friends and betrayal situation we have here?
Oh, hello, hello. I am a big connoisseur of giving you enough rope to hang yourself. So, when you actually hang yourself, there ain't no way of me turning my car around, man. I ain't looking back for you. So, listen to me. If you betray me the one time, I ain't giving you a second. You getting out my circle, I'm gonna close my door and don't let the door hit you where the sunshine split you. You know what I'm talking about. Listen to me, man. I ain't gonna let you listen. I don't care. Listen, it comes down to depending on like highlight said, it
Family though.
depends on
What if
who it
it's
is.
family?
Cause you gotta
What
accept your mama doing something for felonious. See where I come from, I come from Brooklyn. What we call that is fugazi, and we don't allow fugazis in our circle. You understand?
but
So
what if it's family?
I
What if your
can't
family
move.
some fugazi?
I
What if your family some
but listen,
fugazi?
even
You know
even
that.
if it's family, I have even if it's family, I have cousins that I haven't spoken to in 17 years. You understand? So you have to understand where I'm coming from.
Okay.
When you cross
I
the
got
line in the sand, the line has been crossed and you've shown me your true colors. A leopard doesn't change his spots.
most
Facts.
definitely.
So you finna do it again. You finna do it again.
Facts. I live by that. I live by if you did it once, you do it twice.
Most definitely. Let me hear my
Okay.
nigga with the
Okay. I
bro.
respect that. What you say, boy?
No, I had to hit bro with the fade because he's speaking facts, bro.
Yeah, facts. Make sure everybody favor everybody, and we all appreciate all the gifts, all the special guests, but we want to keep the show going for y'all as well. So we're gonna keep the content going. All right. So we gotta ask y'all one of the women's questions. Since the guys is already in the box, it's nothing but like right for us to ask y'all one of their questions before we let y'all out of the box. All right. They said, what makes you feel most empowered? They want to know what makes you three men feel most empowered in
We'll let
y'all
them
life
go,
right
bro.
now.
You want me to go first? Or y'all want to go first? I'll go first if you want me to be go first.
No, I mean I'm gonna let them go. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead because it don't
It's
take much.
open floor. It's open floor. Whoever wants to go first, take the floor. It's all respect here. So go ahead, Mr. Clean.
I feel like the thing that I think the thing that makes me feel the most empowered is success. The more successful I am, the more powerful I feel.
That's a fact.
So the more that I grow, the
Exactly.
more I surround myself with the items of luxury that I give that's luxurious to myself. It may not be luxurious to you, it may not be luxurious to anybody in the room, but it's luxurious to me. And I feel like when it's sitting in front of me, I have the power that I need to obtain. I don't need to obtain power from any man or any person. But when I have these things, it makes me feel enriched and empowered. That's
All right,
just
I don't want to
honest.
get off topic for a second. I don't want to get off topic for a second, but I got a question before it leaves my brain. Okay, we had another special guest on here named Black Man Don't Cheat, and he said his answer to one of the questions was on the previous show was this. He said a man isn't happy until he's successful. Do y'all agree with that? Because it was in different feelings on the last show
I
when he
agree
I
said
with
do.
a
that.
man isn't feel,
I
I
agree with
agree.
that.
man isn't
I agree.
happy until he's
I agree with
successful.
that.
With
I
y'all,
agree with that. Until you
okay.
comfortable with what you doing in your life, bro, you ain't comfortable with nothing. You ain't
Okay.
comfortable
All
with
right, I'll let y'all answer
nothing.
the question. I just wanted to know y'all if y'all agree with that. Not all three agreed. Okay. All right. True Bone, which one of y'all want to answer the question next? Y'all can have the floor. I
Well,
just had to ask.
I feel empowerment comes in different forms, right? So it depends on what you call empowerment and how you look at it. So I would have to agree that being successful in my life, where I came from, because I'm also from Brooklyn. My parents are Jamaican. They came from the islands, so they hustled for theirs. There's a joke about Jamaicans and how many jobs they got. And, my dad kept grinding it out. He kept doing what he had to do. He joined the military. He did all sorts of things. And I saw the empowerment in him through his success, the things that he did. So for me, it was trying to surpass what my dad did is what empowers me to be successful. So I do the same thing with my kids. So my kids, I want them to be better than me, right? That's an empowerment to me because now I see my kids succeeding. I see my kids doing great things. So all of those different things, it doesn't have to be material for it to be empowering for me. It's all about life's journey and where it takes me and being successful.
Great, great. I respect that and agree with that as well.
Most definitely. So with me, empowerment, it pretty much goes with basically what bro, what's the name, Gary, what Gary said, basically being successful, doing what the fuck you need to do to make sure what you have to, oh my bad, I cussed again, doing what you need to do to make sure everything that you do is taken care of. You got your home life taken care of, you got your business life taken care of, you got your, whatever entrepreneurial life you got going on, whatever you got to do to strive for, you got that taken care of. So at the end of the day, what can anybody say to you? What can anybody say to you as long as you taking care of your business? You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody say nothing to you. You really don't care. You got your own validation because you doing what you need to do to take care of you and your own situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's I'm pretty much piggybacking off what you said, but that's basically what I was gonna say too. You know what I'm saying? As long as you take care of your business, what can anybody say to you?
I like that. I often tell people this. I often tell people it ain't about everybody's not made to drive a Ferrari. Everybody not made to drive a Benz. Some people meant to drive a Honda Accord or a Elantra. Everybody ain't meant to drive certain cars. So what I'm saying in life, people have to find out what they can be content with. Happiness comes with what you can be content with. If you the guy that needs a chick that's a 10 and you only date eights and only can get sevens, then you're not gonna be happy. You're gonna treat a woman bad until you get a 10. If you're the type of guy that need $1 million or woman need $1 million, you're not gonna be happy with anybody until you got $1 million+. It's just that's you got to find out what makes you content in your head and your life and what makes you happy. And that's part of having a successful life. That's what I tell people all the time. Because my contentment might not be your contentment. True might not have to have a certain thing. Bowen might have to have a different thing, as well as Mr. Clean. But me, I might have to have something different, like Mr. Clean said earlier. What I got might not make you happy, but it makes me happy. It's about what I can be content with, not you or the next guy. It's about what I can be happy with. So it's always about what you can be content with in life. Once you find that out, you can empower yourself greatly. Okay, guys, y'all did great. Can we get the women in the box and ask the guys to exit themselves out the box at this time? I mean, this is going great. I'm respecting all the opinions. All the opinions have been great. Can we get the women in the box at this time? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, okay. All right. So y'all wanted to know what makes you feel most empowered. So don't all talk at once, but whoever wants to go first.
Can I go first on this one?
Yes, go
Yeah.
ahead.
What makes me feel empowered is my self-awareness, as well as I become empowered through learning and knowledge, having a hunger to learn about anything and everything makes me feel in tune with self. It makes me feel empowered because then I'm confident in what I'm doing and how I'm living because I'm learning.
Okay, okay.
I like that. I like that. I respect that. Okay. Who wants to
Go
go
ahead.
next?
You said you
You
said
can
you
go.
want me? Okay.
Okay.
I believe that what makes me feel empowered is being able to realistically accomplish the things that I set out to do. Um, if I set out to do something, I just want to feel the piece of accomplishment. I want to feel the fulfillment of it. I want to feel the purpose of it. And I just feel like that encompasses everything, whether it's my kids, whether it's just financial goals that I have, personal goals that I have. I think that's what brings me the most empowerment is that feeling of accomplishment. Wow, I did it. You know what I'm saying? I can check it off on my board. I can check it off, and just that feeling of, oh my God, I just did it. So yeah.
I like that. So you being successful and reaching your goals make you feel empowered. Her self-awareness, knowing that who she is at all times and feeling 100% comfortable with herself empowers her. Classy, what empowers you? Oh,
She's on
okay. I didn't know. Okay. I forgot we was muting. I'm like, is she talking? I'm so used to it glitching. Like, thank God the app is glitching.
Okay, I feel empowered. I agree with highlight. When my stuff is in line and I set a goal, like I recently just graduated from college, like for real, I'm like, what? I finished that. I did that. So that made me feel empowered. Um, the fact that when I had a kid, ooh, I see you. When I had a kid, I had a certain way that I wanted to raise him and things that I wanted to teach him and ways that I wanted him to be when he grew up. And now that he's grown, now he goes and does what I literally taught him. And so that makes me feel empowered because he can, he didn't like a job he had. So he quit it and he went and got a better one and now it pays him more. And I'm just like, ooh, I did that. So that's what makes me feel empowered.
I can't wait till I get there. I literally can't wait till I say I raised a good child. So you proud that your child moved out early and he changed
Yeah.
jobs when he felt like it and he's successful.
Yeah, that he's not
Nice.
afraid to try stuff and set goals and do them. That's what I used to say. I say we don't talk about it. We are about it. We do it. And so when he goes and does it, I'm like, oh, okay. So that's how I feel empowered.
All right, can we don't go nowhere, guys? Can we get Kitty in the box for a second? Can we get Kitty in the box for a second? So I respect that your son empowered you. Her success empowered her. Her self awareness empowered her. Like that's dope. That's dope. All right, here's Kitty.
I've got a cat.
Okay,
Yes, D'Angelo.
okay, Miss Commander, what do you have for us?
About empowerment. I would say the thing that empowers me the most is, you know, probably helping others. My life is spent in working with people who have HIV and AIDS. You know that. A lot of people don't know that though. And for me, I spend my life helping other people obtain goals, meet goals, like being undetectable. And, you know, to me, helping other people is important. That includes my family, my 16 and 14-year-old daughter. They're my world. There's nothing I wouldn't do to make sure that they couldn't reach every goal that they put into their life. and just make sure they're okay, you know? So to me, it's not measured by money. Um, but money has come because of the goals that I've set for myself. Um, I think, like Classy saying, education can be a pathway towards money, but empowerment doesn't always come from money. Empowerment has to come from here inside. You
Right.
have to believe it, and not everybody can go on the journey with you towards empowerment. You might have to go by yourself, and you have to be
Fact.
ready to go by yourself.
Fact.
Somebody has to take the first step, and it has to be you. You can't be like, I think I might. No, you have to be the one to empower yourself. You got to believe in yourself.
All right, thank you all. Can I get all y'all to exit yourself out the box? And can I get the men and Doc in the box, please, at this time? Can I get all the guys and Doc in the box at this time, please, and thank you. All right, Doc's going to catch up and give us his empowerment, but the women also wants to know what's the keys to the healthy, successful, loving relationship.
Understanding.
You want me to take
Understanding.
off with that one? Or you going?
Understand what y'all want to accomplish out the relationship. Understand what y'all both, you know what I'm saying, looking for out of the relationship. So as long as y'all got understanding and communication, I feel like y'all can go anywhere with it. As long as y'all
I like
communicate and understand where y'all both set the goals to be. It-
okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, who wants to go next?
Yeah, Gary.
Thank you.
I,
Miss-
I'm gonna say what makes a strong relationship, like he said, one of the first things is gonna be communication. You know what I mean? You gotta communicate. If I don't know how you feel, then I ain't gonna know how to fix the problem. And you don't know how I feel for real, you ain't gonna know how to fix the problem for me, and vice versa. But you also gotta have a lot of different factors too. Like sex is definitely a key factor in a relationship, and also appearance. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't ever want to get tired of looking at your significant other. You always want to have something that's gonna make it pop.
Let
You know what I'm
me ask you
saying?
this.
So
Let me ask you this, Mr. Clean. So you say for you, because each person is different, and I like that he put it out there and he was willing and openly sharing this with us. So every man and every woman, let's get this understood, has their own opinion on what makes a successful relationship. So he's saying if he's so I'm trying to understand it. So if you're with a person and you say over time you don't want the way you met them is the way you want them to keep being. You don't want over time them to gain a few extra pounds or not. You don't want them to let their appearances go out in the public looking any kind of way. No, you want
no,
them to
I want
be consistent.
a female. I want a
You want them to be
female that love
consistent.
her.
Okay, okay.
No,
You want them to be consistent,
I want you to
right?
love yourself more than I want a female that love herself more than I love her. You know what I'm saying? So when she look in the mirror, I want her to love what she see. Because if she, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want her to sit down and ask me questions like, do I look too fat? Or or do you think this look good on me? I
But
want
what if she don't?
confidence. I want 100%
What if she don't though?
I
then that's
I
that
feel
that's
that.
a communication issue, ma'am. That's a communication issue that you have to take up with her. That y'all have to communicate with. But
Well, I'm saying,
when I met
what if
you,
she don't care with
I met
herself?
you, I knew what I
About herself? Looks fade like a
right. But
month.
what I'm talking about, what makes the relationships remain healthy, because when she
Okay,
met you, right, she was attracted to what she met. She wanted to marry the person that she met. If you change that person over time, now you're making her have to settle for the person
right.
that you
Brings me
are,
back.
not the person
So
that she
would
went
you
to
agree to
want.
this, Mr. Clean?
That's
So
fact.
the point I was
Fact.
trying to make
No,
is
I
this.
appreciate
So
you. I
would you
feel
agree
what
to this,
you're saying. I got you.
Mr. Clean? Would you agree to this? So you basically saying, hey, how I met you, I just want you to stay consistent. That's it. How we met and how we started, stay consistent, and I will too. Is that what you ask for consistency? Because people saying that looks fade. So if you ask them more than
No,
consistency,
no,
then that means you need plastic surgery, right?
no. We,
Can,
no, no, we can grow old together. We can grow old together. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
that's
We
what,
can grow old
Consistency,
together.
all right?
I just want you to know, I'm saying, I just want to know that when I look at you, right, that's what the fuck I know that I'm laying down with, and I'm comfortable with I'm laying down with as a man to make the comfortable relationship healthy, you know what I'm saying? And to know that I'm not running off at night. I'm gonna tell her these are the things that interest me. And it's up to you to say, well, okay, I'm gonna put that on the table and for myself. You understand? Because that's again, it falls back to communication.
can I say something?
All right, yeah,
Go ahead.
go ahead, and we'll let True get to his point of perspective.
I was gonna say that ain't nobody ever felt like you look past a physical attraction because of y'all, mental bond or y'all emotional attraction to each other. You ain't never looked past the fact that somebody's gaining a little weight, and you ain't never said, I don't give a
Of
fuck about
course,
that
of
weight.
course.
I mean, I don't
Look,
care about that
my
weight.
son is
I
eight.
you.
My son is no, my son is 18 years old. I was with my baby mom for 16 years. I watched her whole life transform. I watched her become a whole different person. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, from 98 pounds to 145 pounds. You know what I mean? And I mean, and we were together 16 years. My son's 18 years old now. I understand the test of time. You know what I'm saying? I understand the test of time. I understand that things get different. But at the same time, the same way I put my drive into making sure when we step out on that beach, I'm still the guy that you want to fucking go home with. Oh, I'm sorry for the cursing, but I'm still the
Okay.
guy that you want to go home with. I'm gonna put my best foot forward. I'm gonna put my best foot forward to make sure that I am that guy in your eye. You understand?
I like that. I like
Most
that,
definitely,
Mr. Clean. I like
that's
that.
the
I
fact.
appreciate that. Okay, okay, true. You sat back, you heard them all. Now let's hear yours, brother. Let's go. I respect them all, by the way, guys. That was great. I
Absolutely.
respect them all.
But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right? So I've been in relationships, and obviously I'm not in one now. So for me to actually give my opinion on what makes a successful relationship, I don't know that I'm that guy right there. I can tell you what I would like. I can tell you what I would like the other person to bring to the table. But yo, if we're gonna keep it 100 right now, I ain't in a relationship for a reason, right? So in theory, it sounds good. In theory, it sounds like I know what I want. But damn, when I get there, is it really what I want? Is it really going to be successful for me? Because we always talk about communication. We always talk about somebody keeping it 100 with you until they keep it 100 with you. Then you like, damn, did they just say that to me? Oh man. But that's what you asked for, right? That's what you wanted in the relationship. That's what you thought was successful. But now you
Right.
realize that shit just blew up in your
I
face.
want to
Now
hear.
what you gonna do with it? So I'm still learning. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a grown ass man still learning to try to figure out what makes a successful relationship. And it's just gonna be that right one. It's gonna click. It's gonna be organic. We ain't gonna have to try. It's just going to happen. And
Exactly.
when we flow into it,
Work. This
boom.
shit gonna
Put it,
work, man. This shit just
you
gonna work.
Yeah,
I
I feel
get it.
like the
I get
person
it. I
that you
respect
meet,
it. Hey,
the person that you
hold
meet
down
is gonna have to
the
be
cussing?
completely
We gotta
like
hold down the cussing. We gotta hold down the cussing, y'all. We gotta hold down the cussing.
I'm,
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
Because we got the administrators in here, so we do have to hold down the cussing. Okay. All right. I respect it. I respect that. Now, what you want to say, Mr. Clean? I'm gonna let y'all add in, and then we're gonna ask the ladies. Can y'all go ahead and request a box so when the guys get out of the box, y'all can come in and answer the question. All right. What do y'all want to say? Oh, they're getting out. Okay. I guess they were done. Mr. Clean, you had something you wanted to
no,
say?
I was just saying I agree with him. I was just saying I agree with you. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's just that you just have to meet somebody that is adaptable to your lifestyle, and that's probably the reason why you refuse to be in a relationship because nobody you've met is adaptable to your lifestyle. And once you do that, and she lets you know, yo, I'm cool with whatever you got popping, then you're gonna look at it totally different. You would be the perfect person for a relationship. I mean, a relationship guru. You just ain't been to the right country yet. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been to the right person in the right living room to say, yo, this is the type
This
of person
man
that's gonna
broad
be
the
okay with
horizon.
me working forever. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I lost my whole family because I work too much. You see what I'm saying? How
Right.
many women say they want a good dude that's gonna give them everything? I work my ass off to give my family everything, but then they left. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you said, they don't want what you want. You always say you want a good dude till you get a good dude. You see what I'm saying?
That was a topic.
You
That
just
was
gotta
a
meet that one
topic
that's gonna
on a
be content
previous
with your
show.
lifestyle. I mean,
Right.
and that's all I want to say.
No, I
Yo,
appreciate it. Okay, I'm
salute
gonna
to
let
you,
y'all
OB.
get y'all. I'm gonna let y'all self out the box. Stick around. We got more questions. We gotta let the ladies answer that question as well. So can y'all please request the box at this time? Thank you. Thank you kindly. We appreciate all the gifts. All the gifts, man. That was kind of deep. That was kind of deep when we was getting into relationships. I didn't expect to get that deep right off the bat with the guy, but I guess the guys wasn't playing around.
No,
You
they
know,
weren't. No,
yes,
they
they have.
weren't.
They're all big speakers.
No, they weren't.
All right, I'm gonna mute everybody and I'm gonna read the question so everybody know, and then you can just raise your hand and tell me since we gotta mute everybody, who wants to go first. Okay, the keys to healthy sex, successful, loving relationship is. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn off the GIF audio.
All right, I'm going to say that communication and trust. Yes, I feel things are going to change. You're not just going to stay the way you met or the way, you know what I mean? It's just not going to stay that way. It's always going to be changing. So therefore you're going to keep working at it. That's what you do. But as long as you keep the communication and the trust, I feel it'll work. And when you meet that person, like that person that just fits into your lifestyle, where you don't have to try, where love isn't supposed to be difficult, I feel. I feel like love is just supposed to flow, you know? It's not supposed to be all rainbows and woo woo woo. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying it's not supposed to be a headache all the time or a struggle. You know, yes, you have to work at it, but you should want to work at it to have,
I like that. Okay,
you
okay,
know,
I like that.
to have
Okay,
your relationship grow. So that's what I'm talking about. And even if the communication is something you don't want to hear, that's what's going to make it even stronger. It's those tough moments that you don't want to talk about or the questions that you don't want to ask because you don't want to know the answers. So that's what I feel makes a successful. Yeah.
hey, I followed you, classy woman, all the way to that last part. I don't like not hearing hearing stuff I don't like to hear. She might say she had sex with a midget and she leaving me. I might be have low confidence for a while after that. I don't know who wants to go next though. I don't know. That's hard. That's hard to hear some things like that. Okay, that's hard to hear. That's hard to hear.
Um, one aspect that nobody's talked about, which to me is important and to have a healthy relationship, is to keep the fire burning, keep the romance in the relationship. Do not take the other for granted. The little things. I was saying this on my live stream. If a man goes out of his way to make you coffee in the morning because he knows you drink coffee and you didn't ask him, and he went out of his way to walk to that coffee pot and make you a cup of coffee, you need to kiss your man and tell your man thank you. And people forget that. They get comfortable in their relationships and they forget the romance part, because you want to keep a relationship going, you got to keep that spark going, both people. And that's important to make it be healthy.
I like that. I like that. Thank you. I respect all these. That it's getting deep. It's getting deep. But the women are keeping it short and sweet. That's crazy. I respect it. It's like it's just out there tonight, right?
Yes, I feel like the key to a happy or successful loving relationship is keep everybody else out of your business. You create your own rules. Um, and
Yeah.
you learn how to love hard and play hard together. Have fun. Keep everybody else out of your business. You guys have an understanding between the two of you, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what your parents got to say, what your best friend got to say. As long as you guys agree with the rules that you have
Hold on,
created
hold on,
and
hold
the
on, hold on. Stop, stop,
boundaries that
stop, stop. Repeat that. Loans. Who doesn't matter again? Repeat that. I think
your
people need to hear that.
your
I think people,
family, your best friend, your children, like you guys keep everybody out of your business. And the key to keeping it successful is that you two become one and agree and stay strong on in what you agree in, and don't let anybody deter you from that. If you guys have an understanding, then you keep that understanding between the two of you guys, and don't give a care who is against it, but you two be on the same team and you two be strong for one another and continue to support and love one another and understand one another. And hey, create your own rules. I say create your own rules in your relationship, create your own boundaries, and have a great understanding and the communication there, and everything else will happen.
I like that, man. Hey, y'all all from the guys to the women with that question, man. That kind of blew me. I think that's my favorite question tonight. Everybody went out of that their own different angle and brought a different aspect and part of that of what requires to be a successful relationship all into one little nutshell. I like that. All right, so while I got y'all in the box, before we close out tonight, we gotta get to the guys' last question. And the guys want to know what's the past mistake you learned from and why. So since you in the hot seat highlights and unmuted, we'll start with you.
What's so is it in
What?
relationships or just in general?
No, no. It said, "What's the past mistake you learned from and why?" It's the general, just the general thing.
Ooh,
And take your time. We got time. We're in no rush.
um, not allowing, not giving people respect and access too soon. I realized that if you do things and you're just a nice person, most nice person, excuse me, most nice people end up getting walked over because you don't have to do anything to get their respect. You don't have to do anything to solicit, you know, their niceness. But I feel like a lot of people that are just generally nice or just give things just because, or they're just being nice, these people get the short end of the stick always. And I have been a person back in the day that's been just, oh, I'm just a nice person, oh, you know what I'm saying. But I realized that when you don't give people something to shoot for, you don't create some sort of rules to how to deal with you, you get handled any kind of way. And that's nobody's fault but your own. So at the end of the day, sometimes I
I
just
like you
feel
said
like,
that too. It's nobody's fault but your own because that's how you let people perceive you. I like
yeah,
that. It
yeah.
starts with you. I like
So definitely, my thing that I've learned
that.
is, not to be too just out the gate, just the most friendliest opening. I give access, all that kind of stuff. I just I take it, I give and I reciprocate and I open access as it's earned. You know what I'm
Give
saying?
and
So
take. Give and
um
take.
that kind of thing.
I love that. I love that. Okay. And you blew me away with that. I like the highlights. I like that a lot. Like, I like that. SSL.
Um, Lesson I learned in my life was not to put people's desires and things ahead of my desires and things. So people pleasing. I learned that I'm like, when you don't take care of your needs and you're too busy worrying about the needs of others, you lose yourself. So I learned that the hard way. But when I woke up and I got smart, then I wrote myself a list of like goals, and I said, this is all the crap I've not done.
She wrote a list.
I wrote a list, literally. I said, I wanted to volunteer at this art center. I've been saying it for years. I finally did it. I said I want to travel. I got the passport. Did it. I said, you know what I mean? Like these little goals. I said I was going to talk to people, be more outgoing. I went out there and I started talking to people. So all these things that I said that I didn't want to do, that I put it on a list and I actually did the list.
Nice. Big ups to you. I like that. I like that too. That's goals there. Okay, okay, classy. What you got?
Um, for me, it's learning to trust. Like I, s- I've I've always trusted a lot and fast, and so, and like highlight says, you gotta let people. You have to let people earn the stuff and not, get walked over all over. And so for me, trust is big. I need to be, it's very hard for me, and it's very now it's very hard for me, so I'm learning to just, it takes a minute for people to come in, or me letting you in. Nowadays I'm just not willing to do that. So I'm learning. I haven't learned it. I'm still a work in progress.
All right, before I let y'all go, real quick, I'm gonna have the guys get in the box before we wrap it up. Is trust a hard thing? Is trust a hard thing to give people? Yes or no? Is trust a hard thing to give people? Would y'all say is that hard or is that easy?
Yes, I think it is.
Hard at this point in your life, is trust hard to give?
I just feel like it's levels to trust. I feel like you start out at a level and then,
Yes. Yeah.
All right, can y'all let yourself out the box? We're gonna get the guys in here to answer their question. We're gonna see what they gotta say. We're gonna see their perspective on what's the past mistake they learned from. All right, Mr. Clean, will you take us away, my brother Gary? What's a past mistake you learned from and why?
Um, just loving too fast, too hard, too quick. That was basically it all boils down to the same things that the females are saying. I think just falling too fast and giving too much. You know what I mean? Not allowing. I think the mistake that I made in the past that I learned from was not allowing the person to love me the same way I love them. I mean, I think that
I
was my
feel it.
mistake. Like I moved too quick and I didn't give them enough time to give me the same love. You feel me?
I
So
feel
now I
that. I
learn
feel
how to
that.
pace myself. I learn how to pace myself when it comes to how big my heart is. Cause when I know that when I love somebody, my heart is bigger than my body. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
But
I feel
now that it's been stabbed a few times, you know what I mean? When it gets stabbed a few times, your
that.
heart turn cold. You feel me? Your heart turn cold a little bit, and you kind of put a couple walls up and some hurdles up and some hurdles behind them walls. You feel me? And make it a kind of a little bit hard, but that's what I learned not to do. I mean, I learned not to give so much so fast and love so much. Like just saying the words, I mean, sentimentally, that I love you is almost a little bit aggressive when you just meeting somebody and starting a fresh
Yeah,
relationship.
I feel that. All right,
Well,
OB, no cap, true. Take us away, brother.
it's something that I'm still learning, and it's probably to add on to what Mr. Clean was saying, but it's accountability. You know, I have to have accountability in my actions and the way that they affect other people. And just like I have to be able to hold people accountable for the stuff that they do to me and how it works itself out. So, it's like Mr. Clean says, going in too hard, and expecting that same level of intensity to come back to you. And when it doesn't, now you're stuck in this limbo of what it is that's really going on. So, mine is, it's an add-on to Mr. Clean, what he was saying, but the accountability and going in too hard too fast and not getting the same level back.
Facts, facts. I like that. Okay, Bone, what you got for us, brother?
Can I ask you to repeat the question one more time? Just one
All
time.
right.
I
No
understood
problem.
it, but then I started listening to the responses, but I understood it.
What's the past mistake you learned from and why?
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all because why not?
Right. That's what it's about. Whatever you feel
What I'm gonna
comfortable
tell you
sharing
how
with us.
is I used to be a cheater back in the day. Like I was a dog ass nigga back in the I mean, I was a dog back in the
You
day.
was a player. You was a player.
You know what I'm saying? I was doing my thing back in the day. But what I learned is no matter if you think you being a dog or not, you gonna develop real feelings for somebody.
Yes.
Once you develop them real feelings, and golly, if you develop real feelings for both of the people who you dealing with. So now you got real feelings for both of them. So let's be real here. Let's be real here. What you learn? What you learn from that situation? That at the end of the day, you're gonna lose everybody. You're gonna lose everything. You're gonna lose everything.
Yeah.
If you're not real with the person who you feel is the person who you need to be with. So at the end of the day, what I learned, what the biggest mistake I made was thinking that I love somebody as much as I love the person who I love the most. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that lesson that okay, I love her, but that lust made me think that I loved her too. Then I lost everything. Then I was over here looking stupid, stupid, stupid at the end of the day.
I like that.
You
All
know,
right. All right.
at the end of the day, that's it.
I appreciate that, bro. You sharing that with us and being open and honest. That's what this forum is about. That's what where opinions matters is about, being open and honest. Okay, guys, can y'all let yourself out the box for me real fast? All right, this is the point in the live where I need all the special guests and only the special guests to put their emojis in the comments while we have the admins get in the box. We need the admins to get in the box for a second, and we need all the special guests, just the special guests, to put their emojis in the comments so everybody here can fave them that don't have them fave. And then we're gonna do shout outs after the admins give their opinions. Okay, Kitty, take us away, or Classy, because
Oh,
you
go
run
ahead,
the show.
Kitty.
No, you take us away,
Oh,
Classy.
okay. Well, I liked it. I liked highlights and sexy single ladies' opinions. I liked my own opinions. Shoot. I'm just saying, like, I love that we can all just come here. I love how we can just say how we feel and know that we're not going to get judged. And, whether we agree or disagree, is still going to be respectful. That's what I like about the show. So I'm so grateful for the guests that came. I hope you enjoyed yourself because I enjoyed having you on the show. So, yeah.
Kitty.
Chuck Norris is trying to eat my cheesesteak. That has nothing to do with this show. He's just being a bad kitty. I love everything. I think there was some breakout comments that really stuck with me from Gary, and there were some really good points made by Top Badge Highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had great opinions, but I want to say those opinions kind of hit me just a little bit deeper on a deeper level because it kind of resonated with me a little bit. I respect everybody's opinion. I mean, that's what makes it great to have all the different opinions. And thank you for your time. But the idea of awareness, you can tell that both of those individuals have a very deep sense of awareness, and it comes through with the words that they've used and stuff that they've used, the way that they have described the words and experiences and feelings that they've shared with us.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what makes this show dope. Okay, all right, I'm gonna let y'all get out of the box. Anybody got any shout outs before we wrap up the show? Please request the guest box. Give everybody your shout outs or what you got coming up or when do you normally stream. All the special guests. If you got any, this is the time to do so.